Hey guys, Jules here for WhatCulture.com, and I want to talk to you today about the MCU, or more specifically about how it's been a real shot in the arm for the industry as a whole, proving to people that interweaving movies can work. And for the actors that usually get on board, it's been a great profile boost for them as well. But that's not always the case, as the people that detail on this list definitely starred in the MCU movies, but unfortunately haven't found their place in the galaxy. A little bit lower still. Anyway, with this in mind, I'm Jules for WhatCulture.com, and these are 5 actors whose careers flopped after appearing in Marvel movies.
But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, dong.
Number 5, Liv Tyler. Now, 2008's The Incredible Hulk sits in a weird place within the MCU. It's officially recognised by Marvel, but they will never pay any attention to it. Apart from William Hurt's General Ross, not a single one of its main actors has been seen in another MCU project, including Liv Tyler, who, as Betty Ross, the love interest of The Incredible Hulk, you would have thought it would have at least got a mention or a nod. But no, absolutely nothing, and it's quite bizarre. Marvel's actually been quite insistent on removing her from the MCU in favour of setting up Black Widow and the Bana, but still, it's quite odd to notice. Liv herself has also taken to the shadows, it seems, as she's only appeared in 6 movies since 2008, and each of them carries a much lower profile. It's hard to think that a woman who was so prominent in the likes of The Lord of the Rings, The Strangers, and The Incredible Hulk to have dropped off the radar so suddenly. Number 4, Sean 2. As Yinsen in the original Iron Man, Sean 2 gave one of the most understated, powerful, and important performances in the MCU to date. I really mean it. Without his aid, Tony Stark wouldn't be the man he is today, and by extension, the MCU wouldn't be the same. By reminding Tony that he didn't have anyone who he truly cared for, Yinsen gave the billionaire a fresh perspective on his life and reason to move beyond just being, well, a billionaire. Yinsen did appear later on in Iron Man 3 for a few seconds to set up a scene, but apart from that, he's really not done much outside of the MCU. Things looked really good for the actor, seeing as he was meant to star in M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender, but whew, we all know how that ended up, eh? Jesus Christ. And the actor's not been seen much since, just bit parts and some TV work. Number 3, Mickey Rourke. It's mad to think that while he is an absolute legend, Mickey Rourke has done incredibly little since his starring role in Iron Man 2 as Whiplash. Also the code name of your mother when we're doing our BDSM play, there's my one per list. Genuinely, he was one of the better things about this film, but he's gone on record many times to state that most of his performance was left on the cutting room floor. He was insistent on trying to bring a more nuanced character to the screen instead of just a revenging Russian, but unfortunately, that's kind of what we ended up with, being very one-dimensional. Indeed, maybe bashing one of the world's biggest studios probably wasn't the smartest move, but then again, apart from a starring role in Immortals in 2011, he's really just been out the spotlight. Number 2, Aaron Taylor-Johnson. Now, it needs to be stated on this one that Aaron Taylor-Johnson does have upcoming work, but for a while after Age of Ultron, things were very, very quiet. Many put this down to the fact that his appearance in the MCU as Quicksilver soon became seen as the other Quicksilver, with the much more lovable one appearing in Days of Future Past and just wowing audiences with his slow-motion scenes. There was even speculation that this was the reason why he was killed off at the end of Age of Ultron, but that's just wood for the fire at the moment. At the time, off the back of Kick-Ass, Savages, and Godzilla, it looked like Ultron would push him up the ladder even more. But if anything, it seems to have stunted his growth, weirdly. And number 1, the other Hulks, Eric Bana and Ed Norton. We began this list by talking about the Incredible Hulk, so why not finish with 2 of them? Aside from some incredibly minor parts in Ed Norton's role in Birdman, the pair have done very little since shedding the purple pants. Now, definitely both actors have already made their mark on Hollywood, but it's very strange to see them middling after such a large exposure in the form of the Incredible Hulk films. Bana has been the more consistent of the 2, but it's been in roles that were never going to be express talking points. And Norton, well, apart from Birdman and the obligatory work on Isle of Dogs because he's best mates with Wes Anderson, he's done very little of note. Like I say, these guys have already made their impact, but you would have thought that this would have been a stepping stone for them to move up after the amount of money and hype that Marvel pumped into these films. However, whether through public reaction to the films or the fact that they've been subsequently denied by Marvel itself, the 2 have never really moved on from that point. Shame. And there we have it. Those are 5 actors whose careers flopped after their MCU appearances. Let me know what you thought about it down in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you like the sound of my voice, go check out this video that I did on the gaming channel about pointless details that will blow your mind in video games. And on this side, I want to go over to that film theory, which is a new channel we're talking about film theories, and check out who is really human at the end of the thing. Very happy with that one. As always, I've been Jules, you've been awesome, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.